Not a lot of videos of the Nano qx2 out there. I know it's pretty new, but it's not that new. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why. Maybe nobody's buying it or what. I know a lot of people build their own quads, and probably for cheaper, but this thing is actually cooler than I thought it was going to be. I'll do a quick rundown of what you get, what it has, and I'll do a little flight. Okay, so it's the Nano qx2. It does not come with the VA 1100 anymore. It actually has a separate camera and VTX. The VTX is underneath the canopy here, and it's a 25 milliwatt. And then it has a separate camera here on a little hinge, same as the Inductrix 200. They both have the same FPV setup. It'll angle up to 15 degrees, which isn't too bad because this is a wide angle lens. I believe it's 120 degree. It has 8mm motors, and no, they're not 8.5mm, they're actually 8mm. So a little bit different than the normal for 8mm. But luckily Ben at Micromotor Warehouse knows that and is now selling a 8mm fast motor for this quad. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'll probably get a set sometime soon and try them out. But it has decent power. It doesn't have like some crazy insane punch out, but it has enough power to be able to fly around FPV, and that's all I was really looking for. I was just looking for a quick, ready to go brush quad. So I picked this up, and I'm pretty happy with it. I like it. It has a 500 milliamp hour battery. This is the same exact battery that comes in the Blade MQX or MCX? MQX, I think. They don't even sell them anymore. Probably can't even find one, but same battery. It's not the greatest battery. It doesn't put out a lot of power. It's 25C. So the only other real options I've seen to be able to use with this is that Nanotech 600 milliamp hour with the JST. So you would just have to swap this out for a JST, which wouldn't be hard at all to do. There's a nice Raycon frame you can get for this. It's pretty awesome. It's aluminum and carbon fiber, but it's $50, so I don't know that it's worth it. If it was $20, I would say yeah, but $50 just for a frame that you already spent $160 on a quad. You change the channels up here for the VTX. It only has 7 or 8 channels, and it's Fat Shark band. Props are proprietary to this quad. This is the same body as the Glimpse, the Blade Glimpse. Same exact body. Same motors too as the Glimpse. Not much else really to say about it. I pretty much covered it all right there. It bounces when it crashes, so that's always a good thing. I've crashed this probably 10 times already, flying in an acro around the living room. I did fly it out back, and I flew it really high up in the air and had it in acro mode, and I was diving down, and it was a lot of fun. But it was really windy when I did it, so it wasn't flying the greatest. It doesn't like wind that much, but it can handle some wind, so it's probably best to fly it on a really, really calm day with no wind though, for the best performance. But if you're going to upgrade the motors and the battery, then it probably isn't going to matter as much. The video was pretty smooth for the most part, except for when you're coming down from real high up. It'll be a little bit shaky, but not too bad. Pretty good overall. I'll see if I can let you see what the camera looks like inside my goggles, and I'll do a little flight. So I don't know how good you can see that, but pretty decent camera. Hopefully you could see that. I don't know if you could or not, but it looks pretty decent to me. The power, 25 milliwatt, is plenty for flying around your house and stuff. You could definitely fly through your whole house, no problem. I flew around the entire outside of my house and barely got any lines in it, so it's pretty good power on the VTX. And the antenna, I mean, for having a dipole up underneath the canopy, I mean, that's pretty good. You could drill out a little hole right here and let the antenna stick up at the top, and it'd probably be even better, but it's good enough for me, so I'm just leaving it. Oh man, that shit went everywhere. I'm gonna have to clean it all up. But see, I clipped that and it dropped off from the top of the fridge and it just kept going, so pretty awesome. I guarantee if I was flying a little 130 brushless or something and that would have happened, guaranteed a prop or two would have been broken right there. But this thing, it just bounces because it's so flexible, you know. So pretty cool little quad. I mean, if you like the Nano QX, you'll love this. I used to love the Nano QX. I used to have like 5 of them before I got into FPV. And then of course I bought the Nano QX FPV, the first one, when it came out. And I liked it a lot except for the short flight times. But other than that, I loved it. So this is even better than that. So I would recommend it, but for 160 bucks, you probably could build your own even better one. But if you want something that's just ready to go, then I would definitely look at this. It just looks cool too. And if you were to get that Raycon frame on there, oh man, it'd be even better. I guess I could show acro mode. It shows you in the booklet to set up acro on the bind button, which is actually pretty cool. It's pretty easy to just flip in between the two. So there we go. I got it set up where it's pretty touchy. I'm not going to do any flips though, because I always end up breaking something. If I was outside way up in the air, I would do some flips, but it's a pretty sweet little flyer though. I like it. And with the 500 milliamp hour, you actually get quite long flight times. I haven't flown any more than 5 minutes, just because that's what my timer was set for, but I hear you can fly 7 minutes. But I'm sure the power is probably really weak around the 6-minute mark. So, but with that upgraded Nanotech 600 milliamp, I bet it probably gives it a nice bit more power and a little bit longer flight time. But 4 minutes is fine for me. It's plenty long enough. So anyway, there it is in all its beauty. Alright, thanks for watching.